What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Angge, and you're watching Margie Show.
Thank you for joining me here this afternoon. I'm Angelica and I'm here today to talk to you about call center services. Let me introduce our special guest from today that works from PPO company. Good afternoon, Mrs. Young.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Charissa, Charissa Yanga. I work as a call center agent now for 5 years. Okay, and our industry is called BPO, which is stands for Business Process Outsourcing. It's just like a third party company that serves or gives services outside the country, such as US.
So here's the first question. Can you describe the nature of your job?
Yes, of course, BPO, as I mentioned a while ago, this is the business process outsourcing, wherein it is an organization that is responsible for process or a part of process of another business industry. So call centers are the employees of this kind of industry.
How long have you been employed?
I've been working at BPO for 5 years now. Um, uh, the latest one is at Sutherland Global, and for the account of AT&T. It's one of the service provider of for US, which is more on cable service and telephone service.
So when at work, um, who do you communicate the most?
Okay, most often is my supervisor, especially if the customer's issue cannot be resolved uh, immediately. So we need to communicate with our supervisor to check other options for our customer to help them to be satisfied with that call.
So which communication pathway do you usually use to communicate your supervisor or your coworkers or your customers?
What I'm actually doing is I'm introducing the concern of the customer first to those supervisors to help them um, actually understand what the customer really needs. So I explain everything from the top to the bottom, so they can provide me the right um, resolution to help them satisfy.
Were there instances that you had difficulty understanding to your customer or your supervisor?
Yes, of course. It is normal because sometimes there are communication barrier, what we call communication barrier. It's actually about understanding each other. Okay, because there are times that, of course, we cannot understand the customer, especially English is not the our language, right? So sometimes that uh, we are communicating to the customer, however, they cannot understand what we are saying. So it is very difficult to provide them the resolution if we cannot understand what they want.
What was the usually cause of the difficulties?
Yes, first of all is active listening.
Yeah.
So if the representative who actually take that phone call did not able to catch up the information or make they misunderstand what the customer um, issue,
Yeah.
okay, it will actually give them a wrong resolution, and then that will make the customer dissatisfied.
Um, how did you resolve them?
Okay, for the resolution, of course, it is very important to resolve the customer's issue every call. Okay, because Of course, we are having this just like a slogan, which is customer is always right, right?
Yes.
So what we are actually doing is sometimes if we cannot resolve the issue on that call, we're going to do an escalation from the back office to a higher department so that they can provide us the resolution or effective resolution to make them happy.
Okay.
My classmate is watching you right now. So what pieces of advice you can give to them because we are students that taking the ICT track and we're studying CCS. So what advice can you give them?
My advice is because we have a lot of I have a lot of core workers that doesn't have any center experience. They just newly graduate, and what I can suggest is for them to be patient, okay, and be a hard worker as well, because for BPO industry, there are a lot of trials or struggles, especially when it comes with communication. So they need to really study hard for them to be able to learn to communicate to the customers well and to make them satisfied as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate. We really appreciate your presence right now. Oh, thank you so much. And